I believe, on Alex. And this one I think is pretty good. The other version of this on number 9 is kind of annoying. But anyways, we have two parallel lines. QR is parallel to SP. That means that this transversal down the middle crosses both parallel lines. That transversal I'm talking about is PR. So we should have alternate interior angles whenever you see parallel lines. So I'm going to start with angle SRP is congruent to angle QPR. And that reason is if parallel lines, then alternate interior angles. Okay. Now, on the flip side, you can do QRP is congruent to SPR. And that reason is also alternate interior angles. Now we have two angle congruence markers. We need one more. It needs to be a side because we know angle, angle, angle doesn't work. Well, hopefully you can see this side right in the middle is shared by both triangles. So you can say PR is congruent to PR, or RP. I'll say RP just for the fun of it. Congruent to RP, and the reason is reflexive. And finally, you just send your triangle proof because you have an angle on the side. You just got to figure out which ones they are. It looks like angle, side angle to me. So I go down here and I do ASA, congruence property. Your proof is complete. Check your work. It's correct. Nice work. All right. Now let's try another one because these are the ones you're probably going to get hung up on. So let's start with this. Send your 3 statements to the proof. Now you're given a side, but then you have these 2 perpendicular statements. And this is what you have to do on Alex. And I don't like it, but this is how it works. You have to say, because VS is perpendicular to RS, I believe is what they're saying. Oh, the first one, they're saying VS perpendicular to VU. You need to say angle TVU is, and I don't even know how you say this. Do you say, oh, see this little box? Boom. Angle TVU is a right angle. And your reason is definition of perpendicular. And again, you do this as well for the other side, for the VS perpendicular to SR. So you say VSR, angle VSR is a right angle. What? Oh yeah, definition of perpendicular. Again. Validate, and you're good. Okay. Well, now that we know those are right angles, we know that they're congruent. So we can say angle TVU is congruent to angle VSR, and the reason is all right angles are congruent.
There's a meeting right after school.
So now we have an angle and we have a side.
There is also
so we had to spend 3 statements for that one angle. That's how it goes. Actually 4 statements. 5 statements just to prove that those angles are congruent. That's how Alex works. All right, the last thing you should see is these vertical angles in the middle. So you can say angle RTS is congruent to angle UTV, and the reason would be vertical angles. If I can find vertical angles. There it is. Validate. And now you're left with that final statement, that triangle. And you got to figure out what statement you need to use here. UT looks like angle, angle, side to me, or hypotenuse leg. I think hypotenuse leg will work, so. Will it? No, we have angles, so angle, angle, side. And that is your congruent statement. So this one's definitely a harder version of the other one, but this is both number 9, okay? So hope this helps.